YouTube, how are we doing? Good morning. Today, we're gonna do something I've never done before. We're gonna do a day in the life of a bodybuilding coach. So all of you can see how uneventful that it is. But first, before we get into that, we gotta wake up the heathens. Good morning. What are you breaking in here?
Oh no, you broke.
Oh no, it broke.
I need to fix it.
Where'd the sticky part go? Oh, I see what you did. Okay. Can you say hi, YouTube?
Hi, YouTube.
Say like and subscribe to
Like-
Daddy's channel.
Like and subscribe to Daddy's channel.
Yeah, give me some. Nice. One more time. All right. Good morning.
Hey, cheese.
Jeez. Good morning. Oh. Thank you. Give me a big kiss. Hi. Say hi. Hi.
All over your face. They do your blood. They do kissy. Better say cheese. Cheese.
Perfect timing for the video because I walked up to a new package from Bodybuilding. I didn't know this was going to be a sponsor video, but when the opportunity arises, you take advantage of it. And of course, as always tradition, you have to open boxes with a knife that is way too big. Oh yeah. We got the brand new Carnation in the rainbow candy flavor. Ooh, new products, man. All these are new products, which are really solid that I'm gonna be able to show you guys. We got two of the new formula L-citrulline, as well as the beta-alanine. Man, they're really dropping some heat. Oh my gosh. So we got re-upped on our glutamine. Oh, another bottle of CLA. I didn't know they even had samples or singular serving sizes of the hydration, so that's really cool. The tried and true vanilla bean got a brand new flavor that just came out this month. I'm excited to try it. However, I'm not the biggest fangirl or hyper of like pumpkin spice. When Evogen drops a new flavor, it doesn't matter if it's something that I think I'm not gonna like, I always end up liking it. Literally all their flavors of the Ice Eject are on point. All right, chill. I'm gonna do it. Y'all talked me into it because I have water, I have a shaker, I have protein. Might as well. It's always such a process. I can already smell it. It's not what I expected it to smell like, and it smells 10 times better. So that's already kind of exciting. I've smelled every single one of their proteins, which that sounds weird. You know, if a protein smells decent, you know it's probably gonna taste like there's a correlation there, I think, with senses. It already smells a little bit like the vanilla, so I would assume that's the base. It smells very similar to either the churro or the cinnamon toast crunch, which I love both of those, with something different. Like there's definitely a pumpkin-esque type of feel to it, but very cinnamon vanilla flavor already, and only got a little like dash of water in here, so very, very small amount, just to give you a little bit of a taste. And one thing is I'm honest, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, all right. I mean, I'm going back for more. So I was spot on. Definitely cinnamon, definitely vanilla. But at the same time, there is, well, I mean, that would make sense. There's a literal cinnamon stick on the package. But there's a pumpkin aftertaste. I mean, it's what you would expect with pumpkin spice. If you are a pumpkin spice fan, go for it. Even though I'm not, this is something that I would still put in the arsenal. This tub will be utilized for sure. But yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. Thanks for talking me into it. I obviously love having a sponsor. It's one of the sickest things. But you'll run into first world problems, like especially whenever you're OCD and you know that it's got to be aesthetic and it's got to look good, but then you also run into having an overcapacity of things. So you got to build up. And another thing, I'm small. Being able to reach things in the back, it's not always the most convenient, but you always have to keep them guessing. So there are things. Oh, would you look at there? Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Slap that thing down. Boom. And we got it figured out. The vanilla and some fruity peas had to go up the top to some backstock. We had the carnation that just has to hang out in the corner. And if I don't get one for that side, I might go crazy. But it's all there. We've all figured it out. The glutamine took a front seat in front of the creatine. So we were about to head into the office and do the majority and bulk of our client work today. Before we do that, we are ending off our morning routine, how we do every single day. This is a daily driver. We want to make sure that we are the epitome of health. In order to do that, we got to take our supplements. So we're starting with just chocolate, greens powder. I don't eat a large portion of veggies throughout the day, but that always covers my basis. I am gonna match that with some iced mocha coffee, thermogenic from Evogen. It's Evo Burn. A little bit more caffeine, thermogenic, get everything going. Collagen, you all kind of know it. The vanilla bean, it pairs with the coffee and the chocolate very well. And then from Revive, we have some GI. So go ahead and start that, get some client work done, and this is day in the life of being a professional fitness coach. And a big thing about being a coach is being a problem solver. And in this move, I have somehow misplaced my milk frother or stirrer, but we solve problems. That's what we do. So we have a whisk, and then all you have to do is just start a fire. She didn't start the fire, I started the fire. And I'll tell you what, that is actually working pretty well. Man, looks delicious. Never gets easier. And as far as green drinks go, that one actually tastes good. I don't like things that don't taste good. Like the mocha, the coffee, the vanilla bean collagen really does slap, and I feel healthy. Now, the bulk of the early morning when it comes to client work is prep clients. They're a little bit more time sensitive, so I ensure that everybody's really up and running, especially when it comes to peak week. So I have 4 clients right now going through a peak and making sure that every single day, every single meal, all of their water, all of their sodium, all of their cardio, their training, everything is dialed in so they know exactly what to do for that day is highly, highly important. And also so they have it at the very beginning. Honestly, before they wake up, I like to have things a little bit preloaded to have an estimate of how the day is going to go. But then I see what their photos are looking like, how their body's responding, and then I make adjustments from there. So basically, so you can see exactly how these things are really rolling out and how the clients are currently doing. I mean, their water, their sodium, their cardio, like I was saying, it's all annotated on a daily basis. And then I like to come in here and see how their body's responding, how their photos are going. And this is Addison. I mean, she started this whole peaking process at 133. She's now down to 129. This is usually a time where I'll see, do I need to pull back and give their body a break? Do I need to go in and continue to push? And her body has just responded time and time again, and she's had drops every single day. So, you know, I check with her mental state, I check and make sure that her body is still operating efficiently, and if that is, we continue to push. So we're actually going to have another low day today, and then we're going to reanalyze and see when I need to pull back in order for us to, you know, be able to load and hit all of the saturation closer to show. Sam is, of course, he's shredded, he always is. But me getting him conditioned is never anything that is up for debate. We know that it's going to happen. Biggest thing here is just making sure that he stays full. So he's continued to drop too. He started at 166 yesterday. He's at 165.4. So I'm actually going to pull him back and I'm going to see where I can test him out. I've been giving him a burger and fries every single week for the past, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. So he's had some times where he's filled up and man, he's just looked sharper every single day. At this point, I'm actually going to lower his protein, increase fat slightly, but bring carbs up to 359 grams. And then tomorrow I will more than likely run the same threshold, but I'll give a burger and fries at the end of the night just to do a little bit of a test. And then we have Saturday to Saturday for basically to clean some things up before the show. Right now it's all about getting data. So everybody has their own version. And really when I'm looking at how I'm breaking down the structure, it's very, very meticulous. So I have to make sure that everything is in line, everything is dotted, and then everybody's plan is very individualized. So, you know, we can bring them in the best that they've ever been. And that's a big thing about what being a coach is all about, is taking an individual who is very very, very different from everybody else that you work with, and developing a plan that's going to work solely for them. Like, there's no copy and paste type of situation in this. Yes, you will have some similarities. I mean, if you work with hundreds of people, likely you're gonna have a couple people whose body operate slightly similar, but every case is dependent because you have to go through situations like travel and stress responses and fatigue responses. And as long as you continue to meticulously dive down into the details, which is one of my favorite things, like I was saying earlier, as a coach, you're a problem solver. So as long as you can meticulously look at these minute details and make the right decision based on your experience and based on your knowledge, you're really gonna be able to hit the mark more often than not. Whenever you have people who truly just dive into these types of programs and they're coachable and they want to learn and they want to feed off of just this team, it's so beneficial and rewarding. And I just got a video. It was supposed to be a check-in video, but it was just a video saying thank you. Ultimately, allowing himself to be pushed to a certain extent and to see what coaching is basically about, how coaching is supposed to be offered, and the value and everything that you're supposed to get out of a coach is being recognized. And that's a huge part in his development as an athlete. And he's also an in-person trainer. And now him thinking about, oh my gosh, like I want to elevate my life, and this could be another opportunity. I'm already doing this in-person thing, but maybe being able to switch to more of an online community. And I just love being for my clients, and that's it. I want to be able to motivate. I want to be able to get them to think bigger and to develop themselves outside of just the physical body. Like these programs and having a coach, it's so much more than just the physical. It truly transpires into such deep and meaningful life lessons, and it could create opportunities that you might have never even imagined. So this is an incredible part that I'm able to share with you guys, and damn, I mean, it means the world.
But I wanted to hop on here and say thank you, because the coaching that you have given me and will continue to give me, shaping me to be able to like, hey, this can be something I can do. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go after it. I'm gonna give what I got. But making this video, I really just wanted to say thank you for the coaching you've given me and showing me what it's gonna take for me to be the coach to the people that I wanna coach. And thank you for showing me that this can be done.
The first half of client work is done. It is now 11 o'clock and it is time for meal number 1. I'll show you the supplements that I take with my meals and then what I'm eating for meal 1, why I'm doing that. I like to go outside and get a little bit of a sunshine boost at this point, get some vitamin D in the system. But then other than that, we get back to do some client work. We get done with that, then we'll go train. So it is around 11 o'clock, which means it is time for meal 1. And I don't have any carbs in my first meal. It is just 4 hard-boiled eggs, 5 ounces of sirloin steak. I have it every single morning because I like to put my carbs around training. So my pre-workout and my post-workout meal is going to be very carb intensive, and I'll save just a little bit for the end of the day as well. But this is usually what keeps me fueled throughout the first course of the day. I love steak and eggs around the morning time, but I do fast generally until about 10 or 11, just because I don't mind working on a little bit of an empty stomach and allowing all of the supplements that I took in the morning just to continue to kind of work their magic through there. But before I eat this, I do have one more supplement stack that I take with actually 3 of my meals. It's a digestive formula, so I want to make sure that my digestion is as optimized as possible and my gut is an absolute steel trap. So I have this that I drink with 3 of my meals throughout the day. It's apple cider vinegar, and I'll put this up on the screen for you to be able to see the supplements. But apple cider vinegar, 2 digestive enzymes, glutamine, creatine, and then the Evogen hydration, so it doesn't taste like grandma's old socks. And we're gonna take it down, and then we're gonna get back to work. Just about to start a new clip, go to the gym, and then I walk out to the gifts. That's gonna be in the home gym video. Stay tuned for that one. I love it. But as you can probably tell, a day in the life of a physique coach is about as you would expect. You wake up, do your morning tasks, do client work, go to the gym, come home, do more client work, and keep going. But it's such a rewarding job, and I think that's the biggest thing. It's very similar to what you would do at a normal 9 to 5. However, what you're able to get out of this, what you're able to produce with the people that you work with is just extremely beneficial. And now in doing this video, I started to even recognize that even more within check-in videos today, and kind of things that clients were saying and the goals that we're working towards. It's all so beneficial. And I'm coming from a 9-to-5 where I sat behind a desk. I worked for the Department of Defense managing combat weapon systems for the Army, which sounds cool, right? You get to work with missiles and all these things, but I hated every single second of it. I wasn't doing anything that I ultimately wanted my life to be. And I was explaining this to a client earlier who was really enjoying what was happening and wanted to kind of dive into the online coaching world. And I had to explain to him because I had this realization at my past job that I quit a couple of years ago. And I'll probably do a video about why I did that, but I mean, it was a great job. It was, benefits, retirement, pension, all the things. And to give it all up, people thought I was crazy, but I've never looked back a single second, because at the moment that I looked my wife into the eyes and said, I am so miserable, but I fully expect to die here. As soon as those words come out of my mouth, my entire perspective changed. And I ended up actually doing things that were for me and not necessarily to please others, or doing something that I thought that I was supposed to do within life. And I took a chance, and then here we are. We're headed to the gym, and I'll see y'all soon. And after a grueling 6-minute drive to Paragon Fitness Center and Gym, we're finally here. We are gonna get a chest and shoulder workout, I believe, with actually one of my clients is in town, Thor Next Door. Be sure to follow him on Instagram. He's a bad dude. He is a top dog in 2025. It's gonna be a big year for us. So let's get a good lift in. My thing is YouTube. How we doing?
How you doing today? The best. We were talking to little man.
Call me in 4K.
My guys.
Let's pop the camera out.
What's up? I got 3D pump, L-citrulline, and beta-alanine. So we got a little stack. Oh, and
Give it to me.
and the glycerol.
All right,
So we're all about it.
Dude, I haven't had this.
Yeah, man, I got the Victory Punch.
I haven't had
Stacking them up.
Pretty good.
Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about popping, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some little niggas got baptized, trap guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad vibe, bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to bullets. Why I lose my grandma to cancer. Why me, God, I need answers. Why a young nigga straight out of Atlanta. Why the judge and the cops trying to jam us. Why I keep getting all of these chances. Why me, God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get canceled. Pick your ring and it cost me a
That is a wrap on training for today. Good session. Always awesome to be able to train and work out with clients. There ain't nothing like it. I mean, being able to actually lay hands on your guys and see all the improvements that they made is awesome. And that is a wrap for the day. Whenever we got back from the gym, we got the kids home, we had some dinner, had family time, and now we are going to finish up some client work. And that is a day in the life of a full-time physique coach. As you can tell, the day-to-day is relatively basic. We do a lot of the same things that normal people with a 9-to-5 job do. We sit in the front of the computer, we eat some meals, and then we go about our day. But I think the biggest thing that comes with being a physique coach is what you get out of it. You do put in a lot of long hours. You deal with a lot of people's issues and frustrations and just their day-to-day stressors, and we have to be that voice of reason that guides them through situations. And of course, it can be mentally taxing and emotionally taxing, but I think that's the beauty of it, is because we are truly helping people. This is a part of the service industry where we get to make people's lives better, and it's something that I love so much about it. And it's honestly something that I never expected whenever I got into this field. I knew I wanted to create amazing transformations for people. I wanted people to feel comfortable within their body, and I knew I wanted to help them. But I never knew how much I was going to get out of this as well. It's the best job in the world, and I think that's the easiest way to summarize this video. So stick around, come back for more. Hopefully you find it entertaining. We'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe to Daddy's channel.